Joe, what did she say?
She said, thank you. Let me see if I can get her. Hold on. She said she's on her way.
Hold on, Gary, 1 minute, please. Good evening, everyone. Would you please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Here.
Councilman Dooley?
Here.
Councilman Marcoccia?
Here.
Supervisor Calavita?
Here.
And I'll reflect that Councilwoman Nicholson is very closely here. She'll be here any minute.
Okay, there being no one present for the opportunity to address the board on agenda items, move to approval of the minutes of the March 1st, 2022 meeting and the March 8th special town board meeting where we interview candidates for lieutenant. Anyone care to make any amendments or modifications?
No.
No, there being none, I'll move to approve same as submitted. Anyone care to second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Marcoccia?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Next, we have reports of departments, boards, and commissions. Police Department report, Chief Ponce. While you're making your way up, we can receive the reports for February 2022. You know, parking summonses, V&T. Also, of course, our incident crime report, detective report, plus our statement of accounts, which is very important and very well managed, I might add. Thank you. So, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Just a few things. On Sunday, just before the kickoff of the parade, I know we were on the phone, we had a fire at 194 Garth Road. So police officers Nick Tadino, Joe Batista, Dean Giazam, and Adam Sedwarday were dispatched to that. They safely evacuated residents, entered the building. P.O. Tadino also suffered a laceration to his hand. A couple of the officers were treated for minor smoke inhalation, but I just wanted to commend them for that fast action and making sure that everybody got out of there safely.
Yeah, they did a great job. I got to tell you, I was very impressed. The fire department came, they set up shop, they were barking out orders, everyone was prepared, everyone knew what they were doing. EVAC, of course, responded. They put a couple people in the bus. It turned out they didn't need a lot more, thank God. There wasn't anyone seriously hurt, but the three entities, EVAC, EPD, and the fire department, responded magnificently, and it worked like a well-oiled machine. And the residents on Garth Road that were there observing what was going on were very appreciative, not only of the immediate response, but also the professionalism by which the three departments conducted themselves. So thank you very much for your efforts.
Yeah, Lieutenant Bernstein was also there as the duty officer, so he was in contact with me right away and make sure all those other issues were taken care of to make sure that people had somewhere to go if need be, and also it's just we always have great cooperation with the fire department and EVAC. Also, the only other thing is Monday, March 21st, we have our Michael Frey Mass at ICS Church at 7 o'clock, so the public is invited. That's the 26th annual. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Okay, Law Department report, Mr. Rader.
Yes, good evening. First, I have a resolution authorizing a settlement of a certiorari proceeding instituted by FAJ Realty Corp. and Frank and Jennifer Sabia, affecting the premises known as Section 40, Block 4, Lot 3, 395 White Plains Road, and also 37 Jackson Avenue, Section 68, Block 3, Lot 10A. The assessment years on these properties, on the first property actually for the White Plains Road is 2016 through 21, tax years 17 through 22, and the total town tax refund on both properties is $6,904.10.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Marcoccia?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye.
Okay, next I have a resolution authorizing a settlement of a certiorari proceeding instituted by Ted Herman's Realty, Inc., and it's several parcels, so what I'll read is just the addresses first, but they are 142 and 148 Montgomery, 149, 151, and 155 Summerfield Streets, and they are lots in correspondence to those addresses, lots 17 21, 42, 44, and 46. And as to all the 5 properties, the assessment years are all 2016 through 2021. The tax years are all from 2017 through 2022. And as to the individual properties on 142 Montgomery, the total town tax refund is $818.11. On 148 Montgomery, the total town tax refund is $1,460.39. On 149 Montgomery, it's town tax refund total of $397.01. And the last two, 151 Summerfield, the total town tax refund is $535.06. And lastly, 155 Summerfield, total town tax refund is $2,440.72.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Marcoccia?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Okay, next we have the Highway Department report for the month of February. We have a written report. Mr. Latella.
Good evening, Supervisor Calavita, members of the Town Board. I would like to report, to date this winter season, 12 winter storms have been handled by the department. Each storm provided a challenge at times, but again, I commend the department for doing a great job in keeping our roads safe and accessible for all this winter. Our annual tree planting program will begin this spring. We ask residents interested in a new tree planting on the town right-of-way to please forward an email to the department at highway@eastchester.org. I would like to wish all a happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you, Supervisor Calavita, members of the Town Board. I have nothing further to report.
Yeah, just one other thing. First, I don't want to put the whammy on us because we always have a walloping storm in March, but so far so good. We had a very light winter, thank heavens. We're saving on salt and overtime. But, several people have asked, and the board has discussed collectively throughout the last couple of years about rescinding the no parking on the street from December 1st through, through March. And so what we're contemplating is basically becoming a snow emergency town. So when there's a declaration of a snow emergency, everyone's got to get the cars off the road, but if not, then they can stay on. So, in an effort to try to, run down all the possible issues we may have, I wonder if you get a chance, if you could just roughly calculate how many signs we'd need to put up, where we need to put them, and how many signs would have to come down. It's not just like we're passing a law, there's no financial impact. These signs would be a significant expense, and also getting the word out by letter and then developing a system is important. But if you could do that, maybe just, give us a report on that. You can just email it to us is fine. So I'd like to kind of just figure out, the quantification of what that move would cost us. And of course, your opinion on what you think. If it's a good idea, a bad idea, we very much value your expertise because you've been doing this for, forever and doing an excellent job. So if you get a chance to just put that together, we'd appreciate that. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Latella.
Thank you.
Okay, we have the receiver of taxes report for February, where you can receive and file same. Town clerk's report for January 2022. Any additions or modifications? No. There being none, we move over to our correspondence agenda. We have a memorandum from the controller on budget transfers and revisions. We just have two small ones in transfers in from our A1 1355 line, and also our revisions for the fund balance and maintenance supplies. So I'll make a motion for the approval of same and ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Marcoccia?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Next, we have a memorandum from the controller for part-time and seasonal employees, and most of these employees are at Lake Isle. There's only about 10 or 12 of them. But as Lake Isle season gears up, because we're ready to go, another month, we're going to be open, we want to make sure we have our staff together. So I'll make the motion for this and ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Marcoccia?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Next, we have a memorandum from the controller regarding the 2021 Town of Eastchester Justice Court Audit Report, and PKF O'Connor Davies LLP, our independent auditors, conducted an examination of the accounts in the Justice Court, I am motioning, resolving to confirm that the required examination of the audit was conducted. We have to certify that the audit was done, and by the way, it was in excellent shape and good order, and there were no irregularities and nothing that needed to be addressed. So I thank the two judges and, of course, our two clerks for putting that all together and getting that submitted and filed to PKF. So with that being said, I'll make the motion. Ask for a second, please.
Second?
Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Marcoccia?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Next, I have a memorandum from the Superintendent of Parks and Recreation awarding the ground maintenance contract, and we went out to bid, and the bids were opened up on March 4th, 2022 at 11 a.m., and the ground maintenance contract options were bid upon, the base option A and option B, and it is a recommendation that the ground maintenance contract be awarded to Acasella Contracting, Inc. of Gaylor Road in the town of Eastchester. And the overall amount would be $79,437 for base and options A and B. And if you may or may not know about this, maybe 10 years ago, we decided to conduct our field maintenance and grass cutting and the like. We privatized that, and we've been saving a significant sum of money ever since then. And Acasella is a local business, and we're delighted that they received our bid. Would someone care to make a motion on this?
So moved.
All right, anyone second?
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Marcoccia?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
I'd like to just extend our warmest sympathies and condolences to the Acasella family. Ben Acasella, the patriarch of their family, the guy started the business, passed away. And Bart, of course, does an excellent job, and he's carried the mantle for the torch for the family for quite a long time. But he was a real gentleman, and he worked extremely hard and donated a lot of his time and a lot of their inventory to the town of Eastchester over the decades for special projects that he was interested in. So we will miss him. Okay, next we have a memorandum from the Superintendent of Parks and Recreation requesting the approval of the HDC 5 Consolidated Appropriation Act contract for Title III C2 Nutrition Program for the year 2020 through 2022. And obviously, 2022 has been the focus here. This is for the sum of $12,185, and that's for groceries and consumable supplies, equipment supplies, vehicle repairs to the buses and the cars that we are used for the seniors, some meal funds, and some in-home contract and support. And we have like a repair, a light bulb thing. We call it like light bulb repair, but it's just for light repair in a house. So if you're a senior and you're homebound, or if you don't have anybody that can help you out, and you have a small leak, or you have, some fixture needs to be replaced, you can call the town, and we have a program that you can take advantage of to do some very, very minor and light repairs in your home. Anyway, with that being said, someone care to make a motion that we, accept this funding from the state?
So moved.
All right.
Second?
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Dooley?
Aye.
Councilman Marcoccia?
Aye.
Supervisor Calavita?
Aye. Okay, there being no miscellaneous business, we have council member reports. Councilman Marcoccia.
Thank you, Supervisor. Just have one report on Lake Isle. Lake Isle Country Club membership applications were mailed out to all in Eastchester, Tuckahoe, and Bronxville. You should have received them. If anyone did not get one, you can download one at www.lakeislecountryclub.com or pick one up at the Lake Isle Management Office. Also, membership registration begins on Friday, April 1st. Office hours will be 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and 10 to 4 on weekends. Also, you can visit us online, and you can register online as well. Golf opening day is tentatively set for Friday, March 25th. An email blast will be going out to all of Lake Isle's 2021 golf membership as a reminder. And finally, the first advisory board meeting of the year is scheduled for Wednesday, April 6th at 7 p.m. You can call the Lake Isle for a meeting location. It will be somewhere on the complex there. They just don't have a location yet determined. And that concludes my report.
Councilman Dooley.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd just like to thank the Eastchester Irish American Social Club, the parade committee for throwing just a tremendous parade this year. It's been a couple years, but they went all out this year. It was a great line of march. A little chilly out, but the residents came out in force. It was just a spectacular event. Again, congratulations to the Grand Marshal Tim McGrath and the honoree Kathy Deegan. And I'd also like to thank the police department, the auxiliary, the highway department, the parks department, everybody who was involved in that day. It was just a great community event. And I commend the fire department for the work they did that morning. And they were still out out in force, marching in the parade. So just a great showing on their behalf. So congratulations and thanks to everybody there. That concludes my report.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I have two announcements. The next TPAC Traffic Parking Advisory Committee meeting will be on Tuesday, March 29th, here at Town Hall at 7 p.m. And if there's any interest in Relay for Life, if you want to hear more about it, learn about it, there's an event in May, but there's a kickoff meeting on Thursday, March 31st at Broken Bow at 6:30 p.m. Thank you.
Councilwoman Marcotte.
Thank you, Supervisor. For the Recreation Department, I just want to announce that all of the spring program information is now available on the eastchester.org website under the Park and Rec section. Also, all of the most recent and up-to-date information for the summer camp is also available there. So if you want to check that out. And we'd like to invite everybody on Saturday, March 19th, from 11:30 to 2 p.m. at Town Hall is going to be the Eastchester Egg Extravaganza. It's going to be a new Easter egg hunt, if you will. It's going to be having the young ones look for Easter eggs among the vehicles or in the backs of the vehicles of many of the emergency service vehicles and many town vehicles. And there's going to be a DJ. There's going to be, of course, the Easter Bunny. There's going to be food on hand to purchase and some inflatables to enjoy for the small ones. So we hope everyone comes out. Again, that's the 19th from 11:30 to 2 p.m. And for the history lovers in the town, the Friends of the Woodhouse would like to invite you to an event that they are hosting in Tuckahoe on March 16th, which will be this Wednesday. It's going to start at 1 o'clock, and it's to commemorate the 245th anniversary of the heroic events that took place up there, especially Samuel Crawford. A lot of history up there, and the Friends of the Woodhouse are eager to tell you about it, eager to celebrate the patriotic acts that took place there. So it starts at 1. They request that residents park along Winter Hill, and you can watch it from the side, either from 22 or from the side of Winter Hill. And that concludes my report, Supervisor.
Thank you. For my own report, I just want to echo Councilman Dooley's comments about the parade. It was a great parade. It was wonderful. It was a little chilly, but the sun was out, and people really had a nice time. And I want to thank the club for all of their efforts to make that happen. It enhances our quality of life in the town to have such a wonderful parade with everyone supporting same. I also want to thank the chief for mentioning the Michael Frey Mass on Monday at 7 o'clock at Immaculate Conception. It's a good Mass. It's very sobering to go to. It's a lot of people are there showing respect and reverence for police officers and, of course, to the Frey family, and naturally, for the thoughts are from Michael as well. I also attended a meeting with the town attorney, with the city of New Rochelle and the town/village of Scarsdale regarding the Hutchinson River flood mitigation project. And, one of the residents said that that was the stepchild to the dam project, but it's not. It's going on concurrently. And presently, what the plan is I'll do a letter to everyone that's affected by that soon. Just probably, I think the smart thing to do would be to have a meeting and get together with everyone to discuss what the next iteration is on this plan. We have the funding in place. We're just having a little bit of difficulty getting everyone to sign off on easements, and people are not recognizing what's involved with the easement or the widening of the river. So what we might likely do is start with the culverts first, because a lot of the water comes down the river and then goes into a little capillary. So we're going to remove those and put in, much larger in scale and much more effective and efficient culverts in to see if that will dissipate the storms while we work on securing the approval and the consent to everyone to enter upon their properties to do work. And a lot of our fellow government officials think that, I don't mean this board, think that we're going to have a hard time getting people's consent. I don't think so. I think people will be relieved to have flood problems removed from their lives forever. So even if you don't have a flood problem, but you're in between that area, why not help out the people that are north of you or south of you that are getting wet? So we'll put the word out, we'll do a blast, we'll do a letter, we'll do, an email and everything to everyone out there that's affected by that. Also, the Lord and Taylor's group, the Hudson Bay group, met with myself and the planner, and we had talked a little bit about what they're going to do there. Presently, they're putting all new windows in and dressing up that part of the building, which will remain. They have all of it leased out, almost all of it leased out, with the exception of about 35,000 square feet. They are close to another lease with a medical office, so I think that they will, will consummate that transaction. And they're pumping the brakes a little bit on the outside, the perimeter project. Right now, I think what they want to do is get the interior established, get their tenants in there, get everybody functioning and working, and then start to work with the town regarding what they'd like to do there as far as their cultural component, residential component, and retail component. But as it stands now, what they're looking at is a Saks Fifth Avenue store, a Saks Works, which is like a temporary work office type of facility, like WeWorks type of thing, and also medical offices. And they're not sure what that last 35 or 36,000 square feet will turn up, but it's certainly a hot commodity, and they're getting a lot of inquiries about that. So they'll have that place fully rented in no time, and then we'll move into phase 2. But the windows are looking nice, shedding a lot of light inside, and they're spending some nice money getting everything worked out and making it look beautiful. Okay, lastly, I just want to thank the Girl Scouts, the Eastchester Girl Scouts, for putting together the Hometown Heroes program. It was such a huge success when it was first launched back at the end of '21 that we thought it appropriate to do it now, kind of on the heels of Memorial Day and all. And the Girl Scouts will be conducting this ceremony on Sunday, the 20th, at the high school auditorium. And they will, those that did not get a chance to put their banners up will have an opportunity to be recognized, and they're going to have some speakers, and it'll be a nice program. And it's really a special event. And I've attended the first one. I give the Girl Scouts complete credit. I mean, we're working with them, of course, to make sure everything goes up right. But it's been a great idea, and recognizing Eastchester veterans is really important. It's funny, when we first put them up, there were so many people that said, oh, I didn't know anyone was doing this. My dad, my uncle, my cousin, my grandfather, and there was a swelling of people that just said, I want to participate. So the gals thought it would be a good idea to expand the program because we have a lot of telephone poles in the town. So we're very happy that they're doing that, and the ceremony will be at noon on Sunday at the high school auditorium. And I thank them for that. And that concludes my report and brings us to the second opportunity to address the board. There being no one, someone care to make a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I want to wish a happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody out there, including my mother, the former Margaret Rose McGordy. Can't go without saying that. I got my green tie on just to make sure I'm showing colors. But wish everyone a wonderful and safe St. Patrick's Day. Thank you all.